All right, welcome to Tea and Coffee with Aeson and finally Tracy.
Finally, I'm still alive.
We haven't hidden her in the hills or locked her away. She's still here.
She's just been really, really tied up.
I didn't do it. I don't want any blame on that one. Not my chick. Oh God, I am madder than two wet hens.
Why is that?
Okay, so you know Keen, the one we really want to get you on. Guess what they're now doing to their clients?
What?
Charging $2.99 per connection. It only goes to them. It doesn't go to us. The advisors knew nothing about this. I had clients emailing me, screaming at me, all this that it was that they were charging an additional $2.99, and I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm just the advisor.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's whatever it is per minute, correct?
Yep.
And then this 2.99 connection on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get it.
It's to help them build their infrastructure. But they were pushing us psychics to send out extra free minutes. Like, send them out to everybody. It doesn't matter. They're going to call and talk to you and add to them. And if they don't, that's okay. Invest in your clients.
Yeah, it's okay because they're getting that 2.99 connection.
Exactly. So I went, oh, fuck no. We ain't doing this. We're going to do this Aeson way. Exactly, Brenda. Exactly. Pure greed. Pure like, oh, they've done squeezed us to 61 to 72% as the call goes to them. Yeah.
And then they didn't, and then just to backpedal a minute, and they
Uh-huh.
didn't make anyone aware that this 2.99 connection was happening.
Nope. They launched it and did not even address the customers.
And who did they think the customers were going to come at?
Of course, they just didn't care.
Oh, yeah. It's like, we'll do this low key. Yeah, customers
Uh-huh.
are going to get mad. Yeah, the customers are going to, chew out the psychics, and,
Yeah.
they'll take the hit.
You know. So let's say you call for 3 minutes. Okay. Tina's now, you're going to get charged times three. 1797 plus 2.99, which is $20.96. Okay. What your advisor actually earns out of that? $6.83.
This line of work's rough enough as it is.
Rough enough as it is, honey. If I have to become anything else, I'm about ready to like scream. I'm an
That's
advisor, I'm a business coach, I'm a social media manager, I'm also a CEO and an FFO. I'm ready to scream.
I feel yeah. No, I don't. Now I feel bad about my fit I threw
Uh huh.
with my technology, but it's frustrating
Oh,
too
it is.
because Facebook does stupid stuff too, and
Oh, it does. Facebook is changing by the day.
yeah,
By the day. This is why I'm like, you guys want to do all this fancy stuff, like pinning and reeling and stars, and which is their new thing. By the way, guys, we'd love some reactions, please. If you're watching, some likes, some follows, all that fun shit, please.
Complain along with us.
Complain along with us, okay?
We
Because
shall
they don't
vent
write
to you.
documentation for this stuff. So I'm over here like, Tracy, you need to post that you actually have appointments available. Tracy, if you're looking for this, like, I don't know, if you want new pet readers, just post 3 times a week that you're looking for, featured pet reader. And you draw them or whatever. Just post it. Just copy and paste. Leave it alone. Let it go. And Tracy's going, oh my God, I can't find my page. And I'm like, it's right there. I'm looking at it.
Right. I was too. It's there, but it isn't. Like it's
there, but it's not in Meta. It's
yeah,
there, but it's in Meta, but not in Facebook. Because, Tracy should have an Instagram.
I do.
It should be connected to your Facebook, so you only have to do one thing. I know. It's one of those. Aeson's going to have a cup of coffee and throw some etc. to you and say, turn on Team Viewer and go away. I'll let you know when I need you.
It's supposed to be connected.
It isn't showing it.
I know.
That's the reason I can't post to your Instagram when I'm doing your social media management. It's not connected, Tracy. Did you accept the invite?
That was set up long ago because other people even messed with it, and they were like, "Yeah, it's connected. I don't know why it doesn't work." I'm like, nobody does. So
again, walking in to fix things, and it's like, I got to remember, I didn't build this. Because you came with your page.
Like, yeah, and that was always supposed to be connected. And I even had people look at it. I'm like, hey, it's not connected. And they're like, well, it says it is. And I'm like, okay, that's it for that then,
Yeah, but it's one of those that's like, no, it's connected. I just have to find how it's connected and how it's not connected. And, I don't know. One day you just decide that, you're not on your page anymore. And I'm like, why are you not on your page?
And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be on my page? I don't know how I got removed from my page. I'm like, why would I remove myself from my page?
Right.
Like, I know I'm not the most swift at the stuff, but I know enough with that, with, removing and,
All right. Well, give me a minute. I may be fixing something.
Oh, as we talk.
Well, I'm always doing something as we talk because, I'm ADHD and multitask compliant. But we'll see. It's trying to load. We'll see if I have authorization. Hopefully it doesn't give me your page again.
I just feel like I don't know. I mean, it just feels like something's just not.
Again, it's like Threads. Have you been to Threads yet?
I think I don't know. Threads, Reels, what's the difference?
Well, Threads is a completely another site like Instagram, except it's only text-based.
Oh, no.
But you have to have Instagram to be a part of it. It's Twitter replacement by Facebook.
Oh. I've played with the Reels a little bit.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah. And the stars, don't you have to have a monetized page to have stars?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to have so many followers to get a monetized page in order to get stars.
Yeah, it's the same thing as TikTok. Which, by the way, Aeson's still on the path to 1,000. Like, share, pass me around. I don't mind.
Pass him around. He don't care.
No. I did get a brief flash from the past. I joined another network. Yes, I've done a money spell and another network that I applied to in 2011. Hello, Neptune. Are you being a dick this week?
So 2011 pops up. Did you even remember that you
No. So I joined Life Reader. I'm loving Life Reader. It is so simple. It is so sweet. It's so nice. The team over there is great. Um, they love my articles. They want more of my articles. They do readings. They do phone and chat, no video, just phone and chat.
Nice.
Pay once a month in New Zealand dollars. So that's fun. We have, transference of transference there. We'll see how it goes. It's a new network for me to play with, but it was just so familiar. And it's like, oh, I do this and I do this, and I don't have to do any of this other stuff, like set a Pomodoro and flip it every 25 minutes, or, stand on one head, or post this, or have a social media page for this, but not that. You can post here, but you can't post here. It's like the show. I can't post it on my Aeson night at 10 or my Aeson night at this, but I can post it here. And I've got a freaking book of rules that I've wrote just so I can remember all my shit.
Well, congratulations on that. Good luck with it. I hope you like it. And
me too. I hope so. Because there's a part of me that just wants to scream at some people. Then there's a part of me that wouldn't mind winning the Mega Millions. Like, I bought a ticket already. I bought it like a week last Monday. So whenever that was, I bought 2 Mega Million tickets, one for Tuesday and one for Friday.
I would like to be a mega millionaire myself.
I would like to be the mega billionaire so I can become the Bezos of psychics.
And what would you do?
Oh, honey, there would be massive changes into the industry. People would not. Psychics would love it. Oh. Vanessa. Someone's saying hi to you.
Oh, hello. I can't see what he sees, but hello.
Well, you should be able to. If you look, there should be a tab that says General Chat. Here, I'll bring it up.
Touch anything.
Saying hello to you.
I see it now. Oh, yeah. Hey. Like, do you really want me to start touching stuff? I'm not touching anything.
No, because that's not my normal first thing is sit on your hands. I learned that with my first co-host. It worked lovely.
Not having a good day with technology today.
You're a medium. What do we expect?
Yeah, I've been even though I've been quiet here, I'm still working, still, doing the mediumship thing. Got to go out to Lilydale and do a little bit there, and got a few events coming up. So I'm still doing my thing, just
right.
Yeah,
and that's a different thing. I mean, Lilydale's fun. You can get kitschy, but it's fun.
It was I don't know how to explain it. It was like it was just something I never thought in a million years I would do.
Why not?
And I don't know. I mean, to me, that's a big deal to go and read there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a huge deal.
I just felt like, remember that movie, like, who was that? Bill and Ted. We're not worthy. Like,
yeah,
I felt. But it went well. Met some amazing people, and I hope I get an invite to go back next year.
You will.
And I'm just really embracing the mediumship and been doing a lot more of that lately than, not that I don't still read tarot, but you just get pulled at times to do different things or to challenge yourself more. And it just seems like I'm getting pulled more toward mediumship lately than.
Yeah. Well, and it's really hot right now in the business. It's like coaching's really hot right now in the business. And I'm getting ready to launch like I've been working on the coaching program. There's some things that I want to change about the coaching program that I have, but I'm getting ready to launch that hopefully next month. Also, next month, I'm getting ready to do a tarot summit. And these are different facets of us that are, becoming harmonically connected. And it's like, oh, let's go do that. It's like recently I started, looking at life charts and life things. And if you guys remember, on the Psychic Coffee Shop, I had Lisa in, and we were talking about her new book, Akasha Knowing. And it was what working with life charts and stuff. And I've had some fascinating readings here lately with that. That's been awesome.
It is cool stuff. It's I just, I kind of just go where spirit tells me to go. And
Mm-hmm.
and that's like I've been getting pulled toward more mediumship than the tarot. So I'm like, okay, if
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want me to do, then that's what we're going to do. And then
Right.
I noticed too, I don't want to say never, but I never like worked with a lot of past life things. And I noticed lately with doing readings with people, their past life stuff's coming up. I'm like,
Right.
oh, so we're going to do this now too. Okay. you
I
know,
just love that.
yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Kind of like, they don't tell you. It's just like, here it is, work it out. But yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm getting pulled.
Figure out what you're doing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm getting pulled to like work with Akashic records and stuff now too. So
Yeah. And that's the fun part of this business is when spirit decides that, oh, by the way, you look bored, so we're going to have, these people drop by so that you can do X, Y, and Z. And you're like, not sure I scheduled this. And you're like, we didn't ask you.
and you could say just, I don't think I'm ready. Oh, sure you are.
Who said you needed to be ready for any damn thing?
Yeah, like sure you're ready. Let's throw some family crisis in there too while we're at it. And you can work all that at the same time. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You're one, my favorite one is you're one of the best. You can handle it. Just get over it. Stop acting like a diva. But I don't know what I'm doing. You'll figure it out. Literally, I've had this conversation. I had this conversation many years ago with my grandmother when she decided to pull her. Well, I'm tired of him not reading. He can read just fine. I'll just book it. And then you'll figure it out.
We do though.
We do. We get there. And it's just like, okay. Well, I guess I'll figure that out. And now let's see, A plus B equals D. So yeah, he's a jackass. Which I'm really surprised. Like, there's something here lately. Like, I don't know if it's love life or if it's just the time and place of people coming together in their love life. When it's like some people are getting there and going, okay, where the hell are you? And then others are getting there and going, I don't want to wait around for you. I'll just move over here, which is fun.
Believe it or not, excuse me. Again, I think because I'm spirits kind of shifting me to like go another way, I guess. I can't tell you the last time I've done a relationship reading.
Oh my goodness. The
I
last
like
time I did a relationship reading 15 minutes before the show.
Yeah, like I have to sit here and really think about it. Like it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Lately it's just been a lot of connecting with loved ones and just and helping and healing and hey, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
All right.
And it's just been going a lot in that direction more with,
Tough
just
luck.
people working on themselves, wanting to work on themselves. So,
And that's all well and good.
mhm.
That's all well and good. People dealing with their own selves is all well and good. And it's a lot of focus and trying to figure out, okay, so what are you really doing? What do you really want to do? Where do you really want things to go? And understanding that, yeah, you could have said, sure, we'll have a relationship on the other side. And then you come down here and the person's an asshole. Guess what? You also said, sure, you'll have a relationship with a number of other people you can choose from. You don't have to take the original plan and stick to it.
Well, how do I want to say that? It's well, I even say that in readings, you know, nothing's etched in stone.
Mm-hmm.
And just because we foresee something or we're getting something, it doesn't mean you can't change it. Unless you don't
Exactly.
want to change it. If you don't want to change it and you like, you know, what's coming up, then by all means, you know, but
Right.
if you don't like where, you know, how this is headed or, you know, where something's going, it can be changed.
Right. And with that, you just got to let it be the way it is. If you want to change it, change it. If you want to look at it and go, I don't mind the next 3 months because it's going to be busy. And yeah, he can go be a jerk and I don't have to put up with him. So I'm just going to leave him alone. Great.
Yeah. Revisit in 3 months. See how you feel then.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that, you have to wait around for 3 months. I mean, you can be taking applications the whole time. People have such a hard time with that. We are Google. We can tell you to go down the road, turn left, and in 300 feet, stop and get you a hot dog. But you can go, but I don't want a hot dog. I want a cheeseburger. Fine. Go and have a cheeseburger. Redivert yourself.
But if you get the cheeseburger and then say, I wish I would have had the hot dog, don't get mad at me or Aeson.
Exactly. It's not our department. That is up to you. That is up to you to decide what you want, how you want it, where you want it, why you want it, if you want it. It is totally within your control. And I think people forget that. It's like, if you're driving and you got your nav system on and it says turn left and you turn right. That's your choice. You can turn right. It'll redirect you if you still want to go there. But if you don't, you don't.
Here's a good one. Here's a little bit of an example of something I had month and a half back.
Mm-hmm.
How's my job? How's my job looking? Am I good in my job? Doing the cards. Yeah, as of right now, yeah, you're in your job. That doesn't look like there's any change.
All right.
3 days later, you call me and you say, "Oh, I got fired." Well, why'd you get fired? Well, I went out the night before and, slept in and went in late and they got mad. And I'm like, well, that was your decision to go on a bender on a work night and sleep in. That
exactly. It was your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you changed it up when you went on that bender and slept in. That's not,
All right. And you may have wanted to change it up, and that's perfectly fine. But you made that decision. It's like, I've had a client who's like, well, when is X going to happen? I says, well, when you do Y. And they haven't done Y yet. And they're still like, but you said X was going to happen. And I'm like, when you do Y. Oh. It's that demon coming out of me. Anyhow, and I'm like, when you do Y. And they're like, but I haven't done Y yet. And I'm like, then how do you expect X to occur? If you haven't taken time to look at your situation and go, oh, he keeps saying the same thing. And I keep asking the same thing. But I haven't executed what he said to execute. Then what are you doing?
You're just sitting and
yeah,
you're just spinning wheels.
Yeah, and those wheels aren't even good wheels. They're backwards wheels.
They're bald tires.
Because you ain't. You ain't doing it. You won't do it. We can't pay you to do it. We can't beg you to do it. We can't make you do it. That's not our job. We are just the advisor. It's like Google Maps, traditional Google, not a Tesla map. A Google map cannot make you stop and get gas. It doesn't even understand that you've stopped to get gas. When's he going to call? When you leave him alone. Well, I'm going to message him every day. Then why's he going to call? Tell me, why is he going to call if you're calling him? Who doesn't call me? I always call him. Exactly. But yet you want a different result. So act differently. Things that never get me, that I never get is like, and men are the worst of this. I'm going to tell you, they're terrible. Well, I'm seeing somebody else, and they're all nice and sweet to me, and you're always bitching at me. Yeah, I'm bitching at you because of, I don't know. He doesn't call you enough, doesn't it? Whatever. He forgot his socks on the floor. They're nice to me, so I'm going to go date them. Stop calling him. Not a hard concept to my mind. Is it yours, Tracy? I mean, am I off base and not getting it?
No, I don't. I agree with you. Like, if you want a different outcome, excuse me, if you want a different outcome, do it something differently. Like, if you've been doing it this way all this time and you're not getting the result you want, then try something different.
Mm-hmm. Do something different.
Do something, try something, but you got to do it step differently to get a different outcome.
Right. You've got to change. You've got to change your behavior. You got to change sometimes people's behavior. And yes, you can change people's behavior by not accepting their behavior. If you don't want to deal with attitude man, then you make him do something else. Like, you don't come home from work, you go to the gym. I will see you after you've gone to the gym. If you do not go to the gym, I am not speaking to you. Simplest pie to me. Clear idea, clear expectation. Oh my God, you would think, oh my God, if I don't talk to him every day, he's going to die. No, he isn't. Have you, did you program his phone to explode? No, he's not going to die then. If you don't talk to him. When you and your old man started dating, Tracy, because you guys have a very successful relationship, how often did you speak to him?
Whoo, you're making me go way back.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, we were older when we got together, so it might be different, in age, and my daughters were still younger, so they were busy with their stuff. I mean, there was.
Like, were you on the phone with him every hour on the hour?
God, no. I mean, some days it was maybe just a text here and there, checking in, like, hey, how's your day? Hey, I'm beat. Good night. Talk to you tomorrow, or maybe, hey, we still good to get dinner tomorrow? Okay, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but it wasn't a full-on conversation.
No,
because I really wonder about these people that live on call their prospective mate constantly. What do they talk about at dinner? What is there to say when you've told them everything? Does he miss me? He doesn't have time to miss you.
Can't miss you if you don't go away.
Yeah. Does he love me? Depending on the hour and what he's trying to get done.
But yeah, we once in a while, like, I don't know if it was just something I needed to tell him or he needed to tell me, like a quick call in the evening. Phone call might be 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
I mean, maybe a little longer if we had an interesting day.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, well, I cooked the girls tomato soup tonight and, I got to go get a shower. You can talk to me while I'm in the shower. I am blown by this.
Who does that?
Apparently that's modern dating now. And I'm like, okay, like, why? Like, if they're not there, why do you want them in your shower?
No, my shower time is like a meditation time.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of just, get the water. It's just, yeah, I can't be talking on the phone during that. That's my like reset.
Yeah. You know, and I've recently, me and Joe's recently started taking Wednesday evenings. We went out last night. It was fucking amazing. We took the day, went to where I thought I was going was to a new location to just go have fun. No, it was to Summersville Lake where I'd gone all my life. But Google, because I'll just Googled, you know, swimming holes in West Virginia, looking for something new. And this pops up, and I'm like, oh, it looks kind of cool. The pictures look nice. It looks like it's got a good beach. Okay, we'll go there. Yeah, pop up at some place I've been forever. And I'm like, why didn't my map show me that I'd been there? And I remember, oh yeah, there's no self service there. Wonderful.
That's where you went today?
That's where I went yesterday. We were gone all evening. Nothing blew up. Nothing died. Nobody was harmed by Aeson not being here. It was wonderful.
That's great. And you two had a good day out.
We had a great day out, full day. And I'm like, no phones, no, extra cigarettes, plenty of time. And it was wonderful, but it was really surprising was the reset, the mental recalibration that occurs when you don't have a phone that dings 100 times while you're trying to have a conversation.
It's important. It's important to get away like that. We went, this is about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. We took a couple days and went to the beach. And I think you all know, I like my beach. I like the sand. I like ocean. I like salt water. And just for everything that had been going on, that reset, it was just because my husband even said, well, he's like, maybe we should scratch the beach this year. And I looked at him and I said, no.
I think not.
I said, we will be two miserable MFers if we don't go. Because a few months down and we didn't get that reset and we didn't get that time, I said, we're going to be awful. I'm like, we need a few days. Like,
yeah. No phone, no cigarette, no no caviar. But
he about threw me into panic mode when he said, I was like, no. I'm like, we can't do that. We have to go.
I would have looked at him and said, do you want to stay married?
What's that?
I would have looked at him and asked him a really simple question. Do you want to stay married?
I think he kind of read that by the
I suggest you get your flops and get your clogs or whatever and pack the car, because you know that he's going to want to pack the car. We're going. But
no, he wanted to go, but it was just, with the time and everything going on, it was just, he was just trying to think of what would be best. And, I don't know, maybe he thought maybe that's deep down what I wanted, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Deep down what you wanted was to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needed a mental health break.
Yeah, before you need a mental health check. And
everybody, that's so important. I even, even when giving readings and people, I always preach about that. Like, you don't have to be like, you don't have to go to the gym and be all some fitness buff. Just take a walk. Take your shoes off and walk around your yard even.
Yeah.
Go find a stream, some rocks.
I'm really surprised at the number of people that have never been barefoot. Like in the grass barefoot. Because it's not our generation, but the generation after, apparently it's like dangerous to go barefoot or something. Like the earth instantly like sells you off into some other planet or something.
I could explain the difference in generations, but no, your feet. How do you want to explain that? That's like a.
Your feet have a lot of what are they called? I'm trying to think of the chakras.
And the earth's like a battery charger.
Yeah.
To your body, to your feet. Like at that connection. So it's important.
Highly. And I don't think people get that anymore. I think everyone's too afraid to let their baby go out and play in the mud. Please let them go make mud cakes. Let them get filthy. Like hose them off in the front yard, filthy. Because it's good for them.
It is. It is. Let them get dirty. Let them.
Let them be kids. Like, I don't get this. I don't get why people do this. I don't get, this whole thing of, children can't get dirty. It's like, yeah, they can. They need to. It's bad for their immune system. Bull crap, it isn't.
I'm sitting here thinking right now how much dirt I've probably consumed as a child.
Uh-huh. How many mud cakes you baked, how many, it's just weird. Like, I think, somewhere along there, it's like yesterday, we could tell which mom had one kid and which mom had 6. Just by looking at the kids, I can tell you how many they had. You want to know why? Or how?
Well, I know after moms that have, a few kids, they, after so many kids, and I'm not sure what the number is, but moms hit a certain level of zen.
The mom that had 6 kids, that kid was out there in shorts that we think are shorts. We're not sure. They could have been pants last season. First moms, that baby looked like they were going to freaking float in the Atlantic. They had floaties on. They had a life vest on. They had this on. They had that on. They were covered. And I'm like, oh, and they had 6 layers of sunscreen. Like the poor child was covered in that white sunscreen.
That child was slippery.
Oh, I bet he was slippery, but he was clear cut, like
clear coated.
He was almost clear coated.
And kid runs from you, you're like, get back here. They just like slide right.
Oh, I don't think that child dare move without that mother. An inch. That or he couldn't move. I wasn't sure because he had like this life vest on. He's only maybe 3 or 4. Life vest on, floaties on all 4 corners of him, covered in this white sunscreen that reminded me of the Elizabethan lead makeup, head to toe.
All that white, the white powder.
That white glossy makeup.
All he needed was a powdered wig.
Yep. All he needed was a powdered wig.
Oh, poor kid.
Yep.
One thing though, that's my oldest granddaughter. She, oh my goodness, she gets chewed up by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes always loved me too. I get chewed up pretty bad, but the
garlic sheet.
The off, she probably doesn't eat any garlic, but the off like works for me. Well, my daughter, I said, spray some off on her, man. I said, her legs look bad. She said, I do. It doesn't work. Have you ever heard of that?
I did. I have.
Oh, I never heard of like off, like not working at all. Like this off isn't working at all for this chow.
Is she using real off or is she using kid off?
That's real off.
Okay. Secondly, feed that child some garlic.
I'll try to slip it in on her pizza crust.
On her pizza crust, in her, whatever. Like some minced garlic will be fine for her. The other thing is, and this is something to really check into, is she may have an iron problem.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't, because she's 6 years old and she's a super picky eater and doesn't yeah, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if she is a little low in iron.
And that's why they're probably snapping at her.
Because I'm thinking about it. I mean, I still get chewed up, but not as bad as I used to. But I don't play outside as I did when I was a kid.
Right.
But my diet's a lot different than 6-year-old me's diet was too, I'm sure. Because I used to get massacred by the mosquitoes just like she is.
Garlic is a natural repellent for most things. But no, most likely her blood is thin, because she's a child and probably doesn't get garlic and onions and all the things. And, dear gods, feed the child liver. That'll be like scary.
I can't say anything. I'm not a fan of liver myself.
It's real simple.
My mom loves it. I just.
Next time your mom's having some, get your piece. Go get you some A1. Dip it in the A1. It tastes just like steak.
I'll give it a try. I like me some A1. I don't know why I never thought to dip it in A1. Probably didn't have any handy, but
yeah. Yeah, I love it in A1. I love frying it in Heinz 57 though, and then eating it dipped in A1. Especially with those caramelized onions, it's delicious.
Oh, it smells great. I know when my mom would, when she'd be cooking it up, it smelled great. And then I'd take a bite and I'm like, I just never, I couldn't acquire the taste for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to not like it because I used to hate cooking at the restaurant. But I love it now. Like, I know which restaurant has it on which day and when to order it. Like, if you want it at the Country Corner, you have to order it on Thursday. If you even have hope and a prayer to even get a sniff.
It's been a while too since I've tried it. So, it's your taste change.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I like one thing when I was a kid, I loved coleslaw. And I don't like coleslaw anymore. Not I was talking to my husband about that because he doesn't like coleslaw either. And I'm like, I'm not sure when that changed. I can't remember back like what made that change. I said, but there's, I don't care for it anymore. But I remember eating it as a kid. And I remember Tang. Remember Tang?
Oh, I have to powdered Tang. I love making me some Mountain Dew out of it.
Oh, really? Because as a kid, I drank it all the time. Years went by. I got some. I was like, oh, I haven't had this forever. I'm going to try it. Doesn't taste like it did when I was a kid. I'm like, that was disappointing.
Well, here's the thing. Our taste buds change. Our minerals in our body change.
For sure.
The other thing, and I didn't get this until I got into a conversation with Joe over, because we almost got into a battle over some coleslaw. I bet you loved your mom's coleslaw, but not the store-bought.
As a kid, I remember, Long John Silver's.
Yes.
When there was a kid, and I would eat that coleslaw. And like I said, I'm not sure when in life that the coleslaw thing changed, but I don't care for it now.
It's most likely when you go to, they now make a coleslaw dressing, and that stuff is freaking nasty. homemade coleslaw, Long John Silver's coleslaw, all come from mayonnaise. It used mayonnaise as its base,
As
not
it should
the
be.
coleslaw dressing, which is nasty. Like that stuff is awful.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened when I was younger. I got a nasty batch and I was like, "Oh, I'm done with this."
Uh-huh.
I can't remember, but I know I like Long John Silver's. I remember that was a treat when I was a kid to go there,
Right.
like on payday or whatever, Long John Silver's.
Right. Which that's kind of dang expensive. We went there probably a month ago, and I spent $70 there, and I'm like, never again. Not
Oh,
for the two of us. Like I can go and have sushi for that price.
yeah, hell, you could have went to fancy place for that much.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't eaten at Long John Silver since my oldest daughter was little because
Mm-hmm.
she really liked it. And when she was a kid, she was the one, if she got set on somewhere, that's where she had to go all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she just burnt me out on
Mm-hmm.
it. And now I don't eat it at all anymore because she just completely.
Yeah, she roasted it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
my kids roasted me on a few places. I won't go anymore because it was just that's all they ever wanted. And it's like, oh man, I was just tired of it.
have the grandkids started yet?
No, no, the little one, she's only 1.5, so she's pretty.
Yeah,
She just likes to eat.
good. That's
Just
great.
eat. And yeah, the 6-year-old, she's pretty picky, but she got her select things. Like she prefers to eat at home, really.
Uh-huh.
She has her certain things she likes and she asks me to make when she's here, when she's over and I'm watching her and stuff. And she's content with that.
Mm-hmm. Now you're headed back to school, aren't you? Or are you going to really take on the gig?
Oh, nope, I'm headed back to school August 28th.
Oh, fun. You looking forward to it yet?
I am. I
Have you
am.
gone shopping?
Shopping? Oh, I don't do back to school shopping.
I thought I didn't, and so I started looking at my habits. And it's like, yeah, September, I need new clothes.
I'll have to look, see how my work pants are holding up because I don't look at them for 2 months, and
Uh-huh.
I better
And then,
look at
oh
them
God,
too.
soak those things in bleach. What was I thinking?
I know, night before school, would take them out, and I'm gonna be like, "Shit, these are looking bad."
Yeah.
I get my new tennis. I didn't get my new shoes. I get new shoes before I start back
Right.
because
Now, do
we
you
are hard on shoes.
well, of course you're hard on them. I mean, you hate to put it this way, you're on your feet a lot.
Mhm. So I do. I get good shoes to start off in, and I will make. So I guess that is my back to school shop, and I will make sure I have my good shoes ready to go
Hmm.
because I know when my shoes wear out too. As soon as I know it's time for new shoes, is when
Hmm.
when my heels and my calf muscles start hurting,
Hmm.
and that's
Now,
when my shoes are wore out.
now, do you also do? Well, I used to do this with work. I would, like every, whatever, 6 years, every 6 months or whatever, just go buy new shoes and just have them.
Hmm. It's at about a six. I don't know, more like probably about a 4-month mark
Right.
when I need to replace them. And when I'm really feeling good, I'll wear my compression socks, which I should wear every
Yes.
day. But
But they're so expensive. They're like $25 a pair.
they feel nice though. But I
Yeah.
forget about them sometimes. But man, they do. It feels so nice when you come home and you take those off, and it's like those things are amazing
Hmm.
how they work.
Yeah.
They're totally worth the money when you're on your feet all day.
They are. And, that's something people do not think about, especially if they're uniform workers. Replacing uniforms, replacing stuff. I have such a hard time out of, uniform, go buy new uniforms every month. Go buy new shows every 2 months, every 3 months. Just get a pair that you need. Whether you need them or not, just get them and keep them in your closet. You never know when you're going to need them because they never, uniforms never break down when you need them to.
That is true.
Break down when you're not expecting it, and it's 6 in the morning, and you got to hurry up and figure out what you're going to wear because you got to get to work. Yada yada yada.
But yes, I'm ready to start back. I miss everybody. I miss my routine.
You miss everybody.
I do. I miss my coworkers. I miss the kids for now.
Everyone, she said it, so we need to like keep this clip so that when she's having a really rough day, we can just send her the clip that she says that she misses everybody. That way, she'll be in good energy.
But it is. That's what it's hard. It's a lot of people ask me that, like, when are you just gonna, do your reading thing full time? And I'm like, it's hard. I like my job, and it's scary because you get used to that paycheck and your benefits and all those things, and it's scary. But at the same, if I didn't like my job, it'd be a hell of a lot easier to jump off. But
yeah,
it's hard when you like it, when you like what you do.
right. Yeah, and it is. It's a real big decision to go full time. It's a real big decision, and even with me, I missed nursing. I thought, one of these days, my back, I'll figure out a way to get back to the floor. Now it's like, no, thank you. I will take a DON to task too often. I suck at speaking corporate already. I'm not one of those that go, well, that's interesting. I go, you've lost your fucking mind. And they're like, Aeson, you can't say that in the meeting anymore. Bullshit, I can't. Last time I checked, I lived in America. But
What'd you say in that meeting when you or did you even have a meeting about that 299 connection?
We didn't have a meeting.
You didn't have a meeting.
Advisors did not know about it until the customers called to complain.
But there's never been a discussion yet?
Nope.
Like, wow.
Nope.
You would think now that, it happened, customers complained, now they would have her meeting.
Nope, not at all. They're not even acknowledging the advisors losing their crap over it. Like, I'm mild compared to some of these sharks in this business. I am very mild. And then you have the ones I call the goody two shoes. They're the ones that, well, the company has to do something with price increases and everything else. And it's like, no, they're making enough money. Whether they're spending it wisely is debatable, but they're making enough money.
But how they're spending it that's not your problem.
No. It isn't on supporting advisors. It isn't on providing, customer support to advisors. It takes 3 weeks to even get an email return.
Man.
But that's the way of the corporate world. That's why I like my own little independent thing. I can do my own, you can book your appointment over here and, go to aesonite.com, go to pcspnetwork.com. You can sit there, you can book your appointment. It's all in nice order. You don't even have to talk to anyone and try to figure out your time zone and, what's up. Nope, you just click the button. It's all done. Everything's managed, by technology. I'm very happy with that factor.
I know. I enjoy my events. I enjoy my events. I do a couple times a month, getting out, seeing people, and my private phone readings. I enjoy it. You know, I make my own rules.
Yeah. You know, and there's no sneaky sneak in my system. There's no sneaky sneak in your system.
No, no connection fee or
yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to do it. So
tell me about it. You know, so it is what it is. It's been great sitting down talking with you, honey.
I know.
Hopefully you'll be back next month, you know, if they don't keep you in the lunchroom. If so, you take your computer with you.
If I don't remove myself, I swear I didn't. I swear I didn't. I gotta just.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.